Welcome to what should be a fantastic close to the MAC football season as we crown a champion in the MAC Conference Championship game. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on the 24th ranked team, the Toledo Rockets. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out at the 21. That's where they'll start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll hand it off. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line, those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield. It's Gleason. He's a wide open receiver, complete. But he moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Great accuracy here by the quarterback, hitting his receiver in stride on that slant, and it gave him a chance to pick up some yards after the catch.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action to get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And the Rockets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That completion makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Toledo. This quarterback on fire today. Setting the tone early. How about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Takes the handoff again. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
They're going to run it.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Can he get there on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Comes the Rockets offense back out there now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
Second down after the incompletion. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Sometimes I always get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Rockets begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball, attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Gleason. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Rockets are in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Now they're running on the toss. Fighting him off. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, they seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that. And a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibility.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point splits the uprights. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The defense with more pre-snap movement. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Ball handed off. Finding some room with the 25. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And they'll use the ground game here. The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
That is tough. Here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Gleason. Looking to make a big play downfield. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across midfield. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
The Broncos offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Here comes a handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Brought down to the 22 to first down, very near the red zone now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. He's going to hand this off. Powers through.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He shreds the tackle.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
I'd love to see this from this running back. Let's not forget, the last time they were out, he put the ball on the ground, but he has a short memory. Comes back out next time, gets the ball in his hands, delivers with a big-time run on this drive.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to pass. It's Gleason. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? At the 10 now. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. And the Rockets will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To the air, it's Gleason. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage. The offense going with the hurry-up. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rockets will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Western Michigan offense back on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. No shot to bring him down. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
The Gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. The 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Toledo. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes Western Michigan's offense out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And now the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground. They're finally able to catch him, but a huge chunk play with the running game here.
Boy, this guy is the complete package. All he needs is a crease, and once he sees it, boy, he is gone. They're very lucky they were able to bring him down on that carry.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. Oh, and he fumbles.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
Second down after that previous play. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Quick throw to his receiver. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal.
The thing I love about this play is the quarterback put this football where only his guy could come up and make a play on it.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Coming up, second down and goal. Snags the quick throw. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They break the huddle for third down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? And they're trying to punch it in here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. He'll get into the end zone again. They beat him after the touchdown with a 2-point try to cut into this lead. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Handoff heading left.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? And I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to throw. It's Gleason. Catch made by the tight end. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
The Rockets have 1st and 10 here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
And the Rockets pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking to chuck it again. It's an out route, the catch made. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Stewart. Gets some space around the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Rockets are in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. To throw, it's Gleason. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. They'll run it here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Rockets will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, the Rockets. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. A running play called on 4th down. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. 1st down here for this offense.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
There's the second down play. Linebacker shifting around now. Single back takes the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And here's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Just trucks through the defender.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. He's already at it again.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Handoff here from the shotgun. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Here we go on fourth down. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Extra point try coming now. Dancing up and good to get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to field it. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Gleason. Looking for the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's got some space. Inside the 20. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Handoff to the back. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down.
I don't mind the call they're running the football to try to get that into the end zone. They come up short. Now we've got a critical moment here in the 4th quarter. It's 4th and goal. A touchdown gives you the lead. Field goal really doesn't help you. They've got to find a way to get the ball into the end zone.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Toledo offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Back to throw. It's Gleason. The pocket breaking down. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a 1st down.
And it's just flat dropped on 3rd down. What a big mistake. Now this offense facing a 4th down call. And the Rockets will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. The Broncos offense back on the field now. Here we go. One last chance for this offense to score and win it in regulation. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The defense needs a stop to force overtime. Here's that defense shifting again. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try will be from 54. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They try to get everybody on the same page here. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And the sideline celebrates. They've taken the lead here in the final minute. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Rockets offense back out there now. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. The throw, it's Gleason. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And he's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Quarterback operating an empty set. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Look at him run through those tacklers. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. Special seasons have a way of bringing out the best in teams. Now they can call themselves champions of the MAC. Not easy to do. But we'll have to wait and see if the committee invites these MAC champions to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.